Hello, I forgot to unmute myself. Oops, hi! It is Thursday. And I'm trying to absorb as much relaxation time as I can get nowadays because every single one of my weeks for the past month has been different and will continue probably to be that way for the next few weeks at least. So, yep. Hi Christy, hi Coco, good to see you both. Coco, if you are still here, awesome. If you are not, I hope you have a great time at class. But I watched the end, just like the last 10 minutes of the last stream I did, because it's been like a month since I've played this game. And from what I recalled through that was that we found a blackmail envelope in the one guy's house, and then Larry Butts showed up, and he likes this married lady or whatever. Anyway, I'm still a little unclear. Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll be done by like 3-ish probably. So that's all I've got right now. So this will be fun. Half of my thing is just gonna be, did I present everything to him that I should? Be serious, Nick. I couldn't care less about mystic mumbo jumbo stuff. Of course Maya's a different story. Talk about your mixed messages. I don't remember if I did any of this, but... What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Hey Leary, what about this? What? If you've got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's just the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you did this to me. I thought you were my friend. I'm gonna turn up the game volume a little bit. If it's too much, let me know. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job, at KB Security. What? You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious. You know what I was interested in? If De-UnMasking doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. So you're sure about this key card? Your DS cover thing? Oh, I see. It does matter. Hopefully that's better. That's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data's off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. You're 26 years old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life? Coming from a guy who can only brag about how many times he's been rejected, I find that kind of ironic. Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister. Wow, you really do remember. Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters. Hubba hub. You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. Wow, you're even cuter than the last time I saw you. Oh, really? Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago, don't you think, Nick? Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the same to me. Oh, what a cutie. Hey, Nick, so what's the deal between you and this girl? Hey, that's my cousin. Her name is Pearl Faye. Pearl, huh? Too bad. Never date two girls with the same name. She's a child, Larry. Jesus. That's one rule I can't break. I think the fact that she's only 9 years old would break some rule somewhere. Yeah, what the heck, Larry? Whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to... Hey, now, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? And if they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool. He has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? I just thought of something. What if it's actually a hot chick under that costume? Forget about it. It's a guy, trust me. Man, you're killing my buzz, dude. Boy, talk about someone who has a one-track mind. Yeah, he's a little thirsty over here. That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time. A long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Yeah. Even you could learn a few tricks from me, Nick. Yeah, like what? Look at my hair, for example. It points up straight, right? But your hair, on the other hand, points backwards. That's no good at all, man. It's defeatist. You gotta aim high for the stars. I can't find a counter-argument to that. What? These games are so silly, I swear. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building's pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. We love the silky and the silly. Hey, Nick, your phone.
Hello? Is this the Wright residence?
Ah, Pearls, where are you?
I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost.
What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now?
I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office.
That person? Who?
That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zvari when he's excited.
Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you.
Alright, I'm a little scared.
Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like real cutie. Another one of your special friends. Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Oh, I need to put the wrong... Hang on, I have the wrong thing on. Turn that timer off, turn the blind one on. Okay, you weirdo. October 12th, at me, Detective Agency.
Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya.
Pearly.
I never thought I'd see the two of you again.
So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight.
Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Now that you mention it. There's a bag here. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before.
It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here.
Time to snoop! Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open up his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Eek! He's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you! A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Zvari. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Sorry? Huh? Pardon? Wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. What? What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. Look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zvari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face. I'm pretty sure you do not have a Pinocchio nose. I've never seen your nose, but I would bet money that you do not have a Pinocchio nose. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot? His name is something like that. Godot? Is it Godot or is it Godot? I need somebody to tell me the official way. Godot. Okay. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey! Last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is De-Mask. My dear lady. Times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that the spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot. The prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot. A legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot?
But the best prosecutor isn't... Wow. But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
And do you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Why would you say that, Maya?
Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. It looks like we're done investigating for the day. Sir Lawyer. The stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Okay. Save my progress, yes. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but you did see all the people. But did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Mask Star, De-Mask Glossy I bought. You bought this where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. What? I really don't think that any court of law would allow merch tables to be set up outside. I just don't foresee that being a thing. And why did we add it to the court record? Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that?
What voice did I give him? Hang on, I'm gonna go look. Hang on, I'm gonna go look.
My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm
that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out.
He looks so happy.
Yes?
In the letter that Tessie wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Okay. Oops. Stop.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me.
Ugh, he's had it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it.
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime.
Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you, yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please.
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Tessie, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
You see, actually,
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is masked star to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Okay, bailiff? Oh, Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll just have to trust Desiree. Okay, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This is Godot. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... what kind of voice should I give this guy? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. I feel like it's so close to my Miles voice. I need to do something different. That's a rule to live by. I feel like I can only do so many man voices, though. Because I'm not a man. So, it might just have to be close to my Miles voice. Okay, I'll just roll with it, then. Who are you? I'm Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. Godot, my beloved. How you doing, Godot? Oh, is Godot a favorite? Is he a fan favorite? What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then let's hear from the first witness. Who is this guy? Oh, hey! Okay, hang on. I always do a southern accent for Gumshoe, but I have to get into it. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master De-UnMask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Mask Star De-Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. I know my friend Ray, that I co-host a podcast with, she told me that I would really like Godot. She predicted that I would really like Godot. So we'll see. I knew his name, but I didn't know like who he was or anything outside of that. So then the actual identity of this Mask Star De-Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Mr. GoBot himself. Gobo. As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask Star De-Mask who stole the urn. Which game is Van Zeek's in? I mean, I do plan to eventually play through the whole series, or as many as I can get my hands on, but... Okay, we're gonna press everything like we do. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zvari, author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be Butterfingers. I love Gummy. He might be my favorite character in the series. I haven't decided. Like, it's hard for me to settle, but every time Gumshoe is here, I'm just having a great time. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? By the way, I never said hello to anybody, so... Hello, Coco. Hello, Christy. Hello, HS. Hello, Terror. I appreciate you all for being here. Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you? Who is this person? Zvari? He sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Okay, enjoy class. I hope it's not terrible. And then it goes by quickly. I feel like I'm in with dumb comments before I say hello anyway. That's okay, I don't mind. Nor do I find your comments dumb. They're usually funny. It's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. Looks like the thief is toying with me even now. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real?
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask Star Damask's emblem.
This was his 5th heist, and okay. His 5th heist and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow, it looks like he really got it in for Detective Atme. Art pieces like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond.
Next was the Crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum.
And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the Sacred Urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. Ugh, I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal.
First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic.
Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions...
That's right, it means that Mask Star Damask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Mask Star Damask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Rhonda Light is Mask Damask. Star Damask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Mask Star Damask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mask Star Damask that did it. Okay.
Let me look at my options here. So this says speckled urn, but this is not speckled. Let me study him real quick. This thing is missing in the security footage. I'm going to hope that I'm onto the right thing here. To try to prove, he said to try to prove it was not mask star to mask. Nope, the music didn't stop. I'm not... I feel like I have figured something out, but it's not the time that I should be figuring that out. So I think the other thing is that he called it a speckled urn, but the urn is not speckled. Frick! Oh, thank you. I bought these nice overalls, and I paired them with my Twitch shirt today. Wah ha ha! Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. Thank you. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask Star Damask would normally go after. Ugh. If I understand... Wow, I'm mixing everybody's voices up. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask Star Damask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction the argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Star Damask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? So I'm confused. How is he so famous if he's never prosecuted before? Like, I think that's what I'm confused about. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask Star Damask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask Star Damask's methods. A fake. A fake Star Damask? Fake Star Damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. I mean, I'll say, I'd rather be in court with anybody but Franziska von Karma, so, I don't hate this guy that much. The hair was going crazy for a second. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Star De-Mask. I think it's definitely this. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what is so about this picture is so peculiar. The heart, the thing is missing. It's right here, of course. You mean Mask to Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once! A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding on one's cape. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see it now. But the mask Star De-Mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch! That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask Star De-Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Poor Gummy. Order. It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir, I don't know how I... Who's throwing the coffee at him? Does he have like a barista on the end of the counter that's like... Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? Ah! That's Mask Star De-Mask's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Ugh, this guy is one cool customer. This guy's over-caffeinated, is what he is. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Sorry? What? On what? The statue? Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. Oh! Why would you call them that? That is the weirdest... What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. His catchphrase is, I got arm belts. Which, what are those? Like, I've seen those before. What is the, like, term for that? And what purpose do they serve? Francie literally assaults you? Yeah. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Okay. They hold sleeves in place. Okay. So they're like garters to hose. Or suspenders to pants. Yeah, you mess with Godot. Godot. I don't know why I suddenly said his name differently. And you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Yikes! In the chat. Kidding. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see it's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. You're literally wearing a metal mask on your face. What are you saying right now? Hi, Puffy. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. Oh, wow. Yikes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Ouch! Don't talk about my guy that way! Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well, then tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask Star De-Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief. But of the King of Thieves, the great Mask Star De-Mask, my arch enemy. I feel like I have to ramp it up when I'm being Atme. And that is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That is an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case. That's a good reference, Terror. That's when my nemesis... Okay, we're pressing on this. Dancingly descended. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft... No, he didn't have a cape! He didn't have a cape! You lie! He didn't have a cape! We've established this! Unless his cape got ripped off by Atme. I guess that's true. And self-sold shoes. I hereby W Ace Dunce. But he didn't say that there was a struggle either. Hang on one quick second. I got a notification about my debit card being used, and I do not recall. Oh, I got it, okay. Bye-bye, Puffy. It was me, I used your card. Oh, okay, well, you're allowed. Hi, Summer. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. So, if darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike, then he could not have pulled he could not have fought and pulled the brooch off, which would have held the cape. So it still doesn't prove that he was wearing a brooch or a cape. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? It's good to know it's there. Man, Tara with the Nancy Drew references. The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. You died? As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. What about the security cameras? Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? I think I have to use the brooch. I'm gonna save, though. Just in case. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind my arch-nemesis Mask Star De-Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Star De-Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off! Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Ugh. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Oh, wait, just a moment, Sir Oldtimer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough. Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I look at me, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. You're still not answering the question of did you pull the brooch off? So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Star De-Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Indeed, it's true. Okay, let's see. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. And that's why I went to the computer, elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Let's ask about... What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hehehehe. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? You just said... I'm so frustrated with this man. I cannot be easily discombobulated. Oh, all of the things are getting mixed up in my head. Oh. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, witness?
A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Star De-Mask.
This guy's a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious.
I assumed the Atomy fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate! My opponent had bested me.
Flash of light? So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Look At Me guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Okay. I'm trying to figure stuff out. I don't know. It still doesn't answer. The camera went off once. I'm gonna ask about the computer this time. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me.
He could have easily manipulated the data.
Hee. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer?
I feel like I have to present the camera data here. No. Heck. Does anyone know if I'm thinking correctly? So another thing is about the being blinded by the statue, but in the footage, or the picture, the statue had already been moved. I'm gonna ask about the other question here too. Oh. Which one? What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It's very important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. That must have been important. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So Mr. Atme got hit on the forehead then. That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This Luke Atme guy, he's definitely hiding something. About the true nature of this detective. Okay, hang on. This said a blow to the back of the head. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer! It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. You always say that, Nick. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... Oh. The noun for brooch? I think so. I think brooch and brooch are interchangeable. It's kind of like, I think it's like American English versus like UK English, but... Or European English, I'm not sure though. What do I assert here? I feel like both are acceptable. I'd have to look it up. I'm gonna go bold and say he's masked. Star Damask. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask Star Damask. Yeah! Order. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Star Damask. Ugh. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Damask. Star Damask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atmey, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, now time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assumed the thief's... Excuse me? Godot Blend number 102, my personal favorite. My eyes! Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief? I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem, it simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. I mean, yeah, Francisca hit us with her whip, and that was assault, but I also feel like throwing a whole coffee mug of hot coffee at somebody's head is also assault. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly, we're going to save again. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact massive as is what if we don't have it yet? That would be embarrassing. It's right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then, let's see what you've got. Please present proof that Mask Damask, Star Damask is actually Mr. Luke Atme. I will be coming to preliminary this person for displaying their residence of crazy. Take care of the speckled urn, won't you? Speckled urn. Okay, I just want a yes and no from anybody in the chat. Do I actually have evidence to prove that he is Mask to Mask? I don't know either way, otherwise I'd answer. Yes, you do. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I'm just gonna try. Nobody saw that. Oh, I don't. Okay. Well. Okay. Then let me just load and say I don't yet. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what it could be, but proof. Of course I've got nothing. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything for... Who? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Miss Delight, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well?
That's...
The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn!
It is not the urn. That doesn't look anything like the urn. It's purple. And the letters are different. Order, order, order! You... Madam! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants detective, Luke Atme.
Oh, Desi, you're the best! That's not the sacred urn! I don't think it looks like the sacred urn. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Hang on, see? Well, I guess that doesn't... Wasn't it brown? See how the letters in here... I mean... I guess it could have been put back together correctly, but it used to say I am because of when Pearl broke it and then put it back together incorrectly. And then this one is back to Amy, and the letters are like way more neat. Plus, I'm pretty sure that the urn was originally brown. I'm not crazy, right? This game is gaslighting me. Even you're gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved. Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So, you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. I do think that Desiree is involved somehow. I know it's probably way too early for me to pass that judgment on, but I feel like she is involved somehow, and yet she's trying to, like, play the role of, like, perfect wife, but I just feel like there's something about her that like, sounds off an alert in my head. It's fun to jump to conclusions, yeah. Please, madam, this town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Miss Delight.
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on. It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out the bag, didn't we?
You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too.
Yes, it must have been the urn. It must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atmead walked in just when I was about to have a look at it, so even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was.
Ah, you're right.
It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy!
Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. I've got to prove that the urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed.
He always wears gloves, though.
May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and there I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Are those gloved hands? The urn was put in a bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency.
Do you really think there's someone that could fit the bill?
I'm still confused. Was there somebody at the detective agency yesterday that I don't remember? It was so long ago, I feel like I don't remember who would have been there. I think it might have been one of these three people. It was not one of those three people? It just seems so obvious to name Luke. We did mask the mask. Coco says it's not these three. It would make 0 sense for it to be any of us or Gumshoe. I don't understand how it would be Larry or Godot. I think I'm just severely forgetting something that happened in the story. Maya? Or Pearl? I think it was Maya. No. Must have been Pearl. Oh, this is when I feel dumb, because it's like those tiny details, like it's hard for me to remember. Oh, if the idea is to testify that we saw it, then I guess the answer is ourself. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy, this is an important investigation. See, the worst part is, though, that this happened during this stream. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth, which means that it wasn't broken. Well, hello there! It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. Oh, what? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Yeah, I'm losing it. That was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Objection. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order! 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 I accept the defense's request! Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown! This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask Star De-Mask. Haha, I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Hee haha, ho ha ha, ho ho hee hee. This guy cray. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. He's gonna say he's... No, yep. Because this man... You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but not exactly right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, this can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures, it's me! And I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you! So do it! Pronounce me guilty, please! I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but... The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry up and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Mask Star De-Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession. This dude is Delulu Max. The truth is, I've been Mask Star De-Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask Star De-Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, that's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. But it was found behind the statue. We already established this. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask Star De-Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Why is this man... Okay, hold up. New theory. Why does this man want so badly to be put behind bars? I think perhaps there might be trouble in paradise. Maybe his wife is abusive and he's trying to get away from her and the safety of prison, you know what I mean? The door got up and moved behind the statue. All right, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. You may think you're the real Mask Star De-Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. Hold up, though, but she admitted to us, I'm pretty sure she admitted to us, that she likes to break the speed limit and outrun cops. That would make her a criminal. If that's the case, unless I'm making up that detail, but I'm pretty sure she told us something like that. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. All right, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. Blue is snoring. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real mask star to mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy? Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change? Come on, Nick, you know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be mask star to mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, You've got no alibi. I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard about a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? The blackmail note. If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yes, I believe so. I have the evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show this to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning on the night of the crime, Mr. Ron Delight was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security. 1 o'clock in the morning? Correct, which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So, if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves he had a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Mr. Wright, it's true that I received that blackmail letter. But whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Oh, but his wallet! Larry found his wallet there! Larry found his wallet! I'm on to you! I'm on to you! Sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I just don't know what I'm talking about. That was brilliant. Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. God, this stupid kid!
Hello? You want a hug? You stretching? Oh, you stretching? You want a hug? You want a hug? You want a hug? Hug. I hug you. Hug you. Hug you. Hug.
I didn't hear you the first few times. Who found what? The Butts found his wallet.
I love you.
Okay. Now then, let's see your evidence. Demonstrate to this court that Mr. Delight actually went to KB Security that night. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
This is indeed sad. Romanticists are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. I mean, that is also true, because I don't trust her. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night. Ugh. No, 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 no! Order, order, order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. Unless Ron actually was at the security office and it was Desi who was stealing the urn, like as Mask De-Mask, and now she's trying to protect him while he's trying to protect her. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you would need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Mr. Butts! Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. The Butts! Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they were using in the building. They use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. Is there a break soon? Like in the story? Okay. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use.
According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Okay. But that means that it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Masked Star De-Mask in this photo. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Masked Star De-Mask.
Good job! You did it, Nick!
That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty.
Yay!
I've never been in a courtroom that has confetti ready to fall from the ceiling. Court is now adjourned. But I'm sure this case is not over. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. So that took like 4.5 hours. This buzz is so loud.
Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy.
I don't know how I can ever repay you. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Oh, pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya! You should be ashamed of yourself!
Ouch! She slapped me! Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Mr. Nick!
Yes.
You're even worse than I thought! Going behind the back of your own client!
No, you've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you!
Ow! A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and that's not the sacred urn, y'all! Are you dumb? Sorry. Thief's been caught. No! You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum?
Oh, but I am the thief.
Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. That's not my name! Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Body? Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. Are you? I knew this wasn't over. I knew this wasn't over. I knew. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No! That's a lie! It can't be true! Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Who is this guy? At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. I don't know. I think Baron von Karma or whatever is the worst. The worst. The person I hate the most from this series might be that guy. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Mr. Nick, are you cheating on Mystic Maya and Mr. Miles with Robodot? Yeah. Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? Oh boy, this is juicy. That's a really good time to wrap up though. Save just to be safe. All right. Ooh, things are getting juicy. That's crazy. That's really clever to have like your client, you like officially prove him not guilty for something, but then by doing so, you indict him even worse in a different, like, worse crime. That's a really clever storytelling. I'm really enjoying that. Hi, CJ. Did you change your color? Your color looks, less mustardy and more goldish now. Or is that just my eyes? Hello to CJ and Coley, by the way. Thanks for popping in. It is unchanged. I don't know why it's looking so gold, like bronze to me instead of mustardy. Also, Coley's name also looks darker. Maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Was I lurking this whole time? Whoops, that's okay. It's alright, I don't mind. Maybe my monitor, perhaps. Alright, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Let me just pop in Waluigi. Yeah. I'm just gonna check real quick about something. Nobody to raid. Okay. I'm surprised you don't see mustard everywhere you look. Well, anyway. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Much love. And I will, and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.